The Carolina Panthers might be sending a very clear message this offseason. Competition is coming, and no position is off limits. During his end-of-year press conference, General Manager Dan Morgan made it clear. Even after Bryce Young's strong 2025 campaign, the Panthers will always look to add competition under center. And now, that idea just showed up in a new 7-round mock draft. According to longtime Panthers beat reporter Joe Person, Carolina would use a 5th-round pick on a quarterback who looks nothing like Bryce Young. Taylon Green, 6'6", 229 pounds, a rocket arm. Green comes out of the University of Arkansas, and physically, he's the polar opposite of Carolina's starter. He measured at the Senior Bowl with elite size, and the arm talent jumps off the screen. But there's risk. A lot of it. Green threw 20 interceptions over his 2 seasons with the Razorbacks, and that doesn't exactly align with Dave Canales' all-about-the-ball philosophy. Scouts love the talent and the character, but even Person notes this could be more of a long-term project than what Morgan typically prefers. Still, the context matters. Carolina enters the 2026 offseason with just 2 quarterbacks under contract, Bryce Young and veteran Andy Dalton. Dalton turns 39 this October and is entering the final year of his deal. Adding a developmental quarterback late in the draft? That's not controversy. That's insurance. But the Panthers' offseason vision doesn't stop on offense. They're also hunting for pass rush. And that brings us to a fascinating free agency gamble. A forgotten Texas star who may be ready for a breakout. Joseph Ossai. The former Texas Longhorns standout never quite exploded with the Cincinnati Bengals, posting 5 sacks in 2025 while playing through a rough defensive environment and injuries around him, including issues with Trey Hendrickson. But the traits are there. Size, length, athleticism. Exactly what defensive coordinator Ejiro Evero looks for off the edge. Ossai is still just 25 years old, and a move into a more structured system, possibly as a 3-4 outside linebacker, could unlock the explosiveness that made him a highly regarded prospect in the first place. Spotrac projects Ossai to land a 4-year deal worth roughly $36.8 million. That might sound rich for a player with 14.5 career sacks, but this would be a bet on upside, not past production. And the timing makes sense. The Panthers jumped from league worst to middle of the pack defensively last season. Add one more high-upside pass rusher, alongside young talent already in place, and suddenly this defense takes another step forward. So zoom out. A big-armed developmental quarterback in the draft. A high-upside edge rusher in free agency. These aren't flashy moves. They're intentional ones. Carolina isn't rebuilding anymore. They're reinforcing. So Panther Nation, what do you think? Would you take a swing on Taylon Green as a long-term project? And is Joseph Ossai the kind of calculated risk this defense needs? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you're locked in on the Panthers' offseason plans, hit like and subscribe. And as always, keep pounding.